First, you have to hand in a list of 10 members to SAO. Then you have to create a constitution and an org sync page. Finally, you will attend 3 mandatory training sessions at Mendenhall to become an official organization on campus. The Game Day Shuttle has increased the amount of customers that come downtown to visit local Greenville businesses. The route of the free shuttle also helps football fans get to the stadium safely and efficiently to support Pirate Nation. Uber has come to Greenville, making it faster and cheaper to get around town. Uber will be at your doorstep within minutes.
It's just one of the housing options they have available.
Aaron Lucier is Director of Housing Operations. He says ECU is looking at multiple complexes for students this past fall.
We opened it up to all the apartment complexes in the community that met certain eligibility, and this year North Campus Crossing won that bid process.
Lucier says these apartments are not for incoming freshmen.
These are specifically not for freshmen. This is going to be for transfer students and returners only.
He says this option will help students having trouble financially.
A lot of students struggle to come up with that August payment that's due way before sometimes they get their tuition refund.
North Campus officials supposedly did not re-sign with current residents, but ECU junior Caroline Craig says it's not that simple. She says she did re-sign her lease, but was notified later that she couldn't stay.
We got a call probably 2 weeks after we signed the lease saying, hey, where do you want to live next year? And we were like, right where we are, and they're like, oh, ECU bought out that building, you're going to have to move.
Nursing student Taylor Creech says she re-signed so she wouldn't have to relocate.
I want to move my stuff again like I had to last year.
Many students say they don't know if they would have stayed at North Campus if they knew ECU rented out their building.
And probably would have waited, probably wouldn't have signed right then.
If we had known that we were going to have to move, I don't know what we would have done.
Lucier says this off-campus option also helps those students who have trouble signing a lease on their own.
Some students have indicated that they had trouble meeting the credit limits and the need for co-signers and didn't have one.
Even though Craig is upset about moving, she says this is a good option for students who wouldn't be able to live off campus without ECU.
I think that's fair just because there are a lot of people here who don't have a guarantor.
Still, Craig says she's sad to leave her building because she's made it her home.
I've made my claim here, we have things on the walls, we have made this our own, and now we have to take everything down and move away to another building.
Ashton Lockery, Pirate News Network.
It's not hurting anyone, it's helping, if anything.
The Game Day Shuttle Bus is a new service ECU offers during home football games. Anna Edwards, SupDogs manager, says it's helping keep residents and fans safe.
It's safe, it's going directly from here to the game, and we're not having to worry about the kids drinking and driving.
The bus is not limited to just ECU students.
You would think a lot of the college people, but we see more of the older age too.
The shuttle runs every 20 minutes from outside of SupDogs to the stadium, making it fast and easier for fans like student Trisha Renfro to get where they need to be.
It was convenient that it was running because it was raining that day. And a lot of people were on it. A lot of people were waiting for it to come back, and it was just convenient, so we didn't have to walk in the rain.
The Game Day Shuttle has increased the amount of customers that come downtown to visit local Greenville businesses. The route of the free shuttle also helps football fans get to the stadium safely and efficiently to support Pirate Nation. Not only is the bus making it safer, it's also causing a boom in how many people visit Uptown Greenville on game days.
We have hundreds on a regular basis, but game days we see over 300 to 400 plus.
SupDogs isn't the only place attracting more people, according to Renfro.
All the bars were pretty much filled to capacity that were open.
Edwards thinks the shuttle is affecting all of Uptown, but SupDogs is the main place people go.
I think everywhere, but I think especially us because we had that exclusive shuttle bus that comes exclusively here to us.
We want to make sure that they're in it for the long haul.
ECU students are constantly busy balancing classes, jobs, and their social lives, but that doesn't stop them from owning pets. Humane Society worker Katie Benson says college students make good pet owners.
What we see is the dogs seem to get a lot more exercise. When they are in young active homes, they certainly have a lot of people coming in and out, so they're not home alone.
Last year, the Humane Society adopted out exactly 600 dogs and cats. Benson says their adoption process is not about passing judgment on adopters.
To be a resource to potential adopters, not sit there and judge them on if you're good enough to adopt one of our dogs. You know, that's, I mean, again, we think many people would be very good adopters.
Junior ECU student Kimberly Pollock adopted her dog, Bailey, over a year ago at the Pitt County Animal Shelter. Her dog purchase was not premeditated.
Well, we originally just went to look at the dogs, but then we found Bailey and we played with her.
ECU student Travis White adopted his dog, Carter, because he had dogs during his childhood and knew he wanted to adopt in college.
I've just always had dogs. I've had a German Shepherd since I was in maybe 6th grade. I just really wanted to get a dog, and I just found Carter at the Humane Society.
Pollock says she's a decent dog owner, but feels some of the pressure when she's not at the house.
Because I feel like I'm a good owner sometimes, but then I feel like crap when I'm gone all day and she's been here all by herself.
Owning a dog is a big responsibility, and both Benson and Pollock agree the best thing to do before adopting is to think about it and do research.
If someone's interested in adoption, but they're not sure if they're really ready to make that lifetime commitment, we really encourage them to think about it.
I would research it a lot, figure out how much food is, because I didn't realize how expensive she was, because you have to get flea medicine that's like $40, food every month, a kennel, and then you have to pay for it to live in your apartment.
Benson recommends volunteering or being a foster adopter if students aren't sure they can manage owning a dog full-time.
You know, they can come and volunteer here, they could foster, and so we do have a fair amount of students who foster during the week for us and then bring them back on the weekends.
Benson says that about 30% of animal intake at the Humane Society results from owners' surrenders, but very few are college students.
And we don't see them returned, 2-4 years later when they do move on. It certainly seems like they then stay in their forever homes.
Pollock and White are planning to keep their dogs when they are finished with school.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring her back home to New Jersey.
I'm like the original owner, like I signed the papers to have her, so we agreed that when I graduate, I'm just gonna take her.
Ashton Lockery, Pirate News Network.
It's really frustrating.
President of Turning Point USA, Caroline Craig, has been trying to get her organization on campus for over a month.
I was trying to set it up in August and I contacted people, never heard back.
Craig says the hardest part about the process is getting 10 members to join.
And the toughest part to even start a group is trying to get people to sign up, because you're not really allowed to promote until you're official.
Associate Director of the Student Activities and Organization Board, Justin Janik, agrees.
I think the only thing that students might struggle with is finding 10 members.
But overall, Janik thinks the process isn't hard.
We've made the process really easy for organizations to get started and have tried to give plenty of guidance.
Organizations that are in the process of getting on campus are not allowed to be part of Get a Clue, but the SAO board gives students opportunities of their own.
We allow them to schedule our conference room here so that they can do interest meetings. And we also will work with them on any particular needs that they might have.
Craig says she didn't know that she had these options available for her.
ECU has not told me anything. They haven't contacted me, and I've tried to contact them, but.
First, you have to hand in a list of 10 members to SAO. Then you have to create a constitution and an org sync page. Finally, you will attend 3 mandatory training sessions at Mendenhall to become an official organization on campus. Craig's advice for anyone starting an organization on campus is to find an advisor.
Get an academic advisor first, because they'll be able to point you in the right direction, and then ask around for friends.
There seems to be some miscommunication between SAO and Craig, but she hopes to have Turning Point USA up and running by mid-October.